Bennett Davison here with the EuroHooplife podcast. We're going to be interviewing Jordan Hickman on his time in Spain, and it was the team he played for was Almeria, or was that the city you actually played in?
It is both. So the club name is CB Almeria, and the city is Almeria, Spain.
Awesome. Well, Jordan, pleasure. Thanks for getting on with me. You're out in California. You're back in my stomping grounds. You coached under university. You were coached under a University of Arizona alumni, Craig McMillan, Santa Rosa Junior College. Great guy. So we got some connection through him.
Yeah, Coach Mac is a legend, man. Santa Rosa legend. I had some family ties going out to Santa Rosa, so it all made sense to go out there, and I was lucky to play under Coach Mac, even though we butted heads at times, but we ended up getting along.
Understood. Hey, sometimes it makes you a better player. So
definitely, I learned a lot.
Well, let's dig into it. We're talking about Almeria, Spain. What was the city like? Where was it located? How far was it from other cities? Kind of give a all-around picture for a player that's about to sign a contract with this team. What information would you give them about the city and what they're going to expect specifically on the lifestyle and the living there?
Yeah, definitely. So Almeria, Spain is in the southern part of Spain. So, I mean, Almeria is probably closer to, I would say, the northern tip of Africa, that type of area. It's just right across the water. So Almeria is really at the bottom part of Spain, really far away from Barcelona. Barcelona is the northern part. I spent some time up there for a little bit too. So I had to catch a flight from Barcelona to Almeria, and that was like a two-hour flight. So it's in its own little space. It's nice out there. A lot of people say it's kind of like the Midwest of Spain because it's just kind of in the mountains. A lot of desert out there. It gets pretty hot. I know it's hot out there right now. I wish I could be back at the beach right now, but
awesome.
It's nice out there. Almeria is a really nice city. It's pretty small. It has a small feel to it, but I think there's about, I want to say like 700,000 people in the city, but it's a really
Santa
small.
Rosa or Vallejo kind of. It's a big city.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a big city, but it feels really small, really homey. There's a good amount of like elderly people, but a good mix of young people too. So it's a nice little place to live.
Okay, so when you get there and you get off the flight and stuff, was someone there to pick you up? Did they put you into an apartment? Did they put you in a hotel? What was your setup when you got there? Your living situation?
Yeah, so right when I got there, I was greeted by the coaches. The head coach spoke a little bit English. The assistant coach spoke a little bit, but they brought some guys that spoke English too, which is nice. Made the transition really easy for me. After I signed and everything, I was brought into an apartment with two other guys from the team, and both of those guys spoke English. So they try and do their best to really hook you up with people that you can feel comfortable with and like have a conversation and talk to and learn a lot of stuff from. So. Yeah, I was with a good group of guys. Our spot was really close to the gym, like maybe a 5-minute walk. So every day we would wake up.
Like a compound or something. It was right on top of it. So you had easy access to the gym, get shots up when you ever wanted outside of practice.
Yeah, definitely. It was really close, like probably 5-minute walk right down the street. We'd go over there every morning. We'd go and lift weights. In the afternoon, sometimes the gym would be open to shoot. So we'd go in there when like the other teams of the club weren't practicing their different sports like volleyball, like field hockey and all types of stuff. There was a whole bunch of stuff going on in the gym, but there was always time for us to work out. All the coaches were really accommodating with our schedules too, so it was good.
Nice. And so when you get there, what was the facilities like? Was it sometimes you get those smaller towns. I was in Novo Mesto, Slovenia. It was only 40,000 people. But you'd have these small little gyms, but you have 3,500 people, and it would be rocking. How big is the gym? Did you practice in your gym where you played at? Did they give you shoes, practice jerseys, all that type of stuff? What was that whole situation like so you know what to bring over if you go over there?
Yeah, definitely. So the gym where we would practice is the gym where we would play. And our gym was actually really nice. I was quite surprised because when I was in Barcelona and we played in games out there, you're going into gyms that are like some of the weirdest courts you've ever seen, like weird like rubber floors, like courts I've never played on before. Like that's one thing that you don't really expect on encountering when you go out there is like there's all types of gyms. So, I mean, our gym was a normal floor, really nice. Like they kept it up pretty well. There's always people working on it, which is dope. The gym has some good seating capacity. Some of the games, we have a few games that actually got pretty crazy. A lot of fans and cheering for us and stuff, which is awesome. So the team provides practice jerseys. You usually get like 2 practice jerseys. They'll give you all your stuff for like the games, like warm-ups. No shoes, so you got to bring your own shoes. yeah, that's about it. But they pretty much provide everything you need outside of the shoes.
So let's get into the nightlife. So obviously, as a FIBA international basketball player, some players come over there with their wife and kids, and they're not going out. The other players, they're single, and probably first year or two out of college. And is there a little hip hop club, or is there a little nightlife there that's actually worth going out there and saying, yeah, you know what? It's outside of basketball, and with basketball, it's an overall good situation.
Yeah, they got some good stuff out there, man. We hit the clubs a few times. We went with our coach one time, and that was a lot of fun. He was really cool about it. So we had some good times. There's a lot of stuff to do in Almeria. It's a small city, but they have a nice strip of like stores, like restaurants, so you could go out and get a good meal for real cheap and just hang out. So we've had some good times. We definitely had some fun nights, but at the end of the day, like we were all, yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, we're all basketball players, and we knew when to get it all in line. So it was good.
Understood.
It was good.
Well, let's final question about Alemria. What was the financial situation? Some teams you go to like the south of Italy or Turkey and it says, "Oh, believe me, we will have the money in 2 weeks. You keep playing for 2 weeks, we will have the money." And then 2 weeks comes, no money's there, and the guys who's supposed to pay is on vacation or the banks are closed because it's a Turkish holiday.
Yeah.
How was the whole financial situation in Alemria?
I would say it's up and down. I know for me personally, for the most part, when I had to come back for Christmas because I had to fill out some paperwork. And so when I was filling out my paperwork, I'm letting all the guys know, like, this is how much it costs for me to do this. This is how much it costs me to get this paperwork done. And when I came back, I got my money. Like, they were pretty cool about it. More times than not, as far as payday goes, like during the times of the week, they might be maybe a day or two late. For me personally, a day or two late at the most, and I'll get my money. So I was never too worried about, all right, am I going to get paid this week? Am I going to get paid next week? Like, it was always pretty consistent.
Awesome.
But I mean, that's not the same situation for everybody. So
yeah, and like you said, so this is we're here to only talk about your experience and obviously the insight of whether it is on time or not. That's good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just want to be able to say what would be the best way for players to get in contact with you if they have a contract from Almeria next year. Obviously, with the FIBA and the COVID, nobody really knows when things are going to get back to normal. But
definitely.
What's the best way for players to reach out to you or agents?
Players can reach out to me on LinkedIn or Instagram. LinkedIn, my name is Jordan Hickman. So I mean JordanHickman. Instagram, you can just look my name up, the same thing, and I'm on there too. So
outstanding. Jordan, represent California. I'm down here in Dallas, Texas. And then we're going to wrap up this little interview, and thank you for your time.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yep.